Welcome back to the state series. Today we're talking about Illinois. This is definitely going to be my second favorite state video from the whole series because I lived in Illinois from about 19 to 29. I went to school at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, and then I moved to Chicago where I was a nanny and I auditioned and did theater. Chicago is also where I met my husband Ian, so it's my favorite big city. Illinois is known as the Prairie State, and its name comes from the Illini, which was a federation of many different Native American tribes. I went to school at UIUC. We were the Fighting Illini. Our mascot was Chief Illiniwek. Not great. Just Googling the kingfisher bird is the new mascot. Can someone let us know? Starting with the name L as a nod to Chicago's elevated train known as the L. The L is the best way to get around Chicago, and I used to use it all the time. This next name is a Tomato Girl inspired name, is that still a thing? To represent Chicago-style deep dish pizza. You know, the kind with the sauce on top, which I do not like, by the way. Juliana is Italian for youthful, and it just felt like a good pizza girl name. Joliet is a suburb of Chicago, and I just love this name. Maybe it's a good option if you are thinking Juliet is too popular. Joliet is French for little pretty one. This next suggestion is 100% just for me after the Krannert Center for the Performing Arts at UIUC, where I spent 4 glorious years performing. This could be a great surname as first name vibe. Krannert kind of reminds me of Kramer. Next up we have Michelle for Michelle Obama, former First Lady. Michelle was born in Chicago, Illinois, and her name means who is like God. Okay, Ronald is definitely not my favorite name. See, I don't like every single name, but I love the nickname of Ronnie, and this is for the first ever McDonald's, which was opened by Ray Kroc in Des Plaines, Illinois in 1955. Now, Roscoe, on the other hand, one of my all-time favorite names. Roscoe is Norse for deer forest, and the Illinois state animal is the white-tailed deer. Sheffield is a nod to the fact that roughly 75% of the state of Illinois is farmland. Sheffield is English for crooked field, but it's also the name of a street near Wrigley Field, which is home to the baseball team, the Chicago Cubs. Then we have Willis, so many surnames today, for the Willis Tower, located in Chicago. You might know it as the Sears Tower. It's the tallest skyscraper in Chicago. I have actually been in it a few times. Let's see if I have a picture. Finally, we have Winry, which I love for a girl because Chicago is known as the Windy City. People think it's because of the cold air blowing off the lake, but it's also a name inspired by the politicians. Somebody wrote an article about the politicians being full of wind, and the name stuck. Does anybody know if I'm halfway through yet? Next up, we are going to Oklahoma.